Welcome to Mark Henry Golf. So today I'm doing something that's quite personal to me. I just recently had some results of a scan on my knee, so my left knee, which would be my lead knee in the golf swing. So I've got arthritis in that knee. So it's various different stages. So there's three parts of the knee: one, stage two, stage three, stage four. So I've got all stages in each certain section of the knee. So any impact that is totally a no-no. So I have to manage the knee. So in regards to the golf swing, the lead knee, the left knee, if you're a right-handed golfer, is massively important. So I wanted to go through what you can do if you've got bad knees, if you've got a bad left knee, if you're a right-handed golfer. So the last thing you want to do is restrict yourself in your golf swing and potentially make your knee worse. So generally a knee doesn't like twist or bend. So if you've got a bad knee that doesn't like the bend, then in your setup, in your posture, rather than having too much knee bend at the beginning, stand a little bit more upright and a bit closer. So this is going to be quite personal to how your knee is affecting by the movement of the golf swing. But if you can do something in the setup that helps, that will make life a lot easier. So number one, if your knee doesn't like the bend, then just stand a little bit more upright and just a little bit closer. If you then need to be custom fitted and have slightly longer clubs so you can stand a little bit taller at address, then look into that. So number one, just stand a little bit closer. Number two is the position of your feet. So that's hugely important in regards to how the ability you're able to turn. So that goes in sync with the ability of your hip flexor. So if your body alternates as it goes through the body, so you've got a mobile joint and a stable joint. So foot stable, ankle mobile, knee stable, and hip mobile. So if you've lost that ability in that hip, so that is no longer a mobile joint, it's becoming more towards a stable joint. It's not that mobile, that's going to take it out on your knee. So then that's the last thing you want to avoid. The knee, like I said, the knee doesn't enjoy twist. So if you're then trying to drive through that shot and you're trying to get the right movement and you're trying to get some hip rotation, but the lead hip doesn't like it, the left hip doesn't like it, it's going to take it out on the knee. So number one is the position of your feet. So one is to avoid having straight feet, pointing straight. That's a big no. Number two is that experiment with the angle of the feet, of how much you open them up. So you can open up, depending on if it's the left knee, if it's the lead knee, angle the foot out, but just be careful on the length of the backswing you then use if it's going to pull on the inside of the knee. So just have a very slow practice swing. If you feel any pull on the inside of the knee and you potentially angle the foot out just a wee bit too much. So just have an experiment with that. So the lead foot would be very important on that. So start with it straight and sort of use a clock face as a guide there. So do one digit out, think right, that feels okay on the backswing, and it allows me to flow through on the follow through. So then that's the thumbs up. So then think, okay, let's have another go, and I'll move it out another digit. So then if you swing back and it still feels comfortable and feels even freer on the follow through, then that's a positive. If it feels restricted on the backswing and it pulls on the inside of the knee, then that's a no. Go back to one digit of that adjustment. So the angle of the foot, depending on what knee, is hugely important. Just experiment and do slow swings to begin with to get the feel for it. Now, to help the knee out, I always recommended to make sure you really emphasize, increase the exercises on a exercise bike to try and build up the muscle as much as possible to try and secure that kneecap. So the downside to that in regards to your golf swing is that on the bike you can be quite rounded. So once you finish on the exercise bike, make sure you do your stretches, open yourself up, get your cage open up. Otherwise, when you come, if you're really hammering that exercise bike, when you come to turn in the golf swing, you'll be then restricted. So you've gained in one area, then lost another. So Make sure you open yourself up once you've done your exercises. Do your stretches. Massively important. The next bit is to attack this hip, to make this lead hip as mobile as possible so it's not restricted and then takes it out on the knee. So the best site for that, the best free site for that is mytpi.com, and then you can see the exercise. So I'll search. So you go into the drills and exercises, then put this in the search. So this is the exercise that you're looking for, and then that's a fantastic exercise that you can do 5 minutes a day and just get stuck in and just trying to make that hip as mobile as possible. So if you make that hip as mobile as possible, get your foot in the right position, and if you stand, say, slightly closer, so you've got less bend in the leg, then the foot should be, the knee should be okay. So that when you're hitting the shot and you're driving through, if you feel there's a slight twinge in the knee as you're driving through the shot, you've just got to allow that foot to have a little bit of give in it. So don't keep that foot planted on the floor. Then if your foot's too solid and you turn, it's got potential to take it out on that knee again. So as you're driving through the shot, as you've hit the ball and you're finishing, if the foot needs to lift, give slightly, then just let it happen. And that will take it away from the knee, and you've almost made your foot like a mobile joint. Obviously the other one to attack is your ankle mobility. I would concentrate on the hip to begin with, because the foot can help out the ankle to a degree. So any questions, please send them through. Like I said, I've got personal experience on this, and I like to help as many people as possible who have suffered with any knee injury or they're lacking in confidence on what to do with it. Please give me a shout. Any questions or comments, send them through, give the video a good thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.